Good evening, ladies. Welcome to Thursday night's live. Now, this is an exclusive live in this warrior tribe, also known as Warrior Women for Health and Weight Loss. Now, if you're new to the group, let me quickly introduce myself, and then we're going to dive right into Partners in Time. My name is Renee Paulson. I am a certified healthy nutrition and healthy living coach. I also am a recovering food and sugar addict, as well as a wife and mom. I do accountability coaching, but I'm also known as the sugar detox coach. So let's dive in really quick. Tonight, we are talking about Partners in Time equaling 95%. Now, what the hell does that even mean? So Tuesday night in my business Facebook group, I really talked about accountability partners and how to choose a good accountability partner that's going to help you on your, healthy living, your diet, your weight loss, whatever health goals you have. If it's getting off your high blood pressure medication, if it's slimming down 10 pounds, if it's losing 50 pounds, whatever that is, if you want it to be a long-lasting success, you need to have an accountability partner. And the reason for that is the number one thing that is missing for people in the long-term success is having that accountability partner. When you have accountability partner, your chance of reaching your goal goes up to 65%. Now, what the hell am I talking about 95%? When you have an accountability partner and you do regular check-ins and you have a set meeting or time that you guys meet, you're set, you're there, your chances of reaching your goal goes up to 95%. Like, why would that be? We're better as women for showing up for other people. And, so I talked about that very much in depth on Tuesday's live. That replay is up. It's also going to be up on my website soon. So if you haven't seen it, you can go back and watch that live. But this is an exclusive live, so I don't want to go backwards and talk about that. I want to dive a little bit deeper into accountability partners, and also got some questions this week about how do you not lie to your accountability partner? How do you be honest with that person? That was a really big key I talked about as well on Tuesday, is sitting down with your accountability partner and having a hardcore, honest discussion about how you feel about food, about where you're at physically, where you're at mentally, all of those things. That needs to be a discussion with your accountability partner. The easiest accountability partner, honestly, and one of the most necessary if you're in a committed relationship, would be your significant other. It's hard when you have one person who's really trying to get healthy or lose weight or feel better, or have more energy or look better. It's hard to have one half of the, relationship trying to do that and the other half not. Because what ends up happening is one person ends up sabotaging the other one gets resentful, the shit goes off the rails, and it's not a good situation. So if you are a lady and you're like, I want to get my spouse in on this, my husband, my wife, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, whatever it is, that's a discussion you need to have hardcore and say, these are my goals. These are my health goals for my life. I don't want you to think so short term as in losing weight. Losing weight is great. We're ladies, we like to look a little slimmer, but this is about health and longevity for your life. Like, at the end of life, I don't want to be sick and going to the doctor all the time and feeling like garbage. And, I've seen in healthcare, I was in pharmacy for 11 years. I did all aspects of pharmacy, including oncology and chemotherapy mixing, which a lot of people don't know. And it's sad to see people who live their life like that. Like, it's not a way to live. So getting really control of your health younger, like I'm, in your 30s, in your 40s, whenever you do it, it's gonna be better than trying to play catch up and, dodge the diseases later, because it's all diet related. So getting your health and your diet really in check is something that should be a goal, and that's something that you need to talk about with your significant other if you are in a committed relationship. It's a love-hate relationship. And this person, this is a person you really need to be honest and talk about your health goals, like I said, and they need to be responsive and kind of be on the same page, or at least somewhat on the same. You gotta kind of be on the same page about it. You need to have a plan. That's all part of doing all of that. Now, what I really want to focus on too is, as warrior women, we do not like accountability partners, especially if you are a food or sugar addict. You definitely don't like an accountability partner. We really, really hate them. We do not like to be told no, and most of the time we will scheme and hide food, or hide binges, or figure out a way around things. And people are like, how do you overcome this? I literally got this question this week, and it's such a good question because I used to do this for years. I had my husband as my accountability partner, but I would still dodge things, or, like lie by omission, or, things like that. Now, first of all, I want to tell you, you're going to have a little rough, bumpy start with your accountability partner, but don't be a biatch. Like, treat them nice and focus on treating them nice, and because you love them and they love you and you want the best for each other. That's sometimes very hard to do. So take a deep breath in those moments and know that they're going to be there. And that doesn't mean that accountability partner is not good for you. It usually means that they are good for you because they're pissing you off, because they're telling you something is probably not the best for you, which is probably in the end correct. But how do you not lie to that accountability partner? This is going to be a real life tool, real life talk. You also need to hold yourself accountable. Like, you are accountable for yourself. And it took me so long to really get that to click in my brain, that I was also accountable for my health. I was accountable for my weight. I was accountable for the fact that I had high blood pressure. I was accountable for the fact that, I was, smoking a pack of cigarettes a day, or whatever the thing that I was doing. I had to be accountable. It's not like, my accountability partner isn't here, so I'm going to go grab this quick cigarette and a candy bar, and they're not going to know. It doesn't matter. In the end, yes, you could lie to that person, you could binge, and you could eat something. In the end, you're really only cheating yourself. And it took me so long to really kind of understand that. Even at the gym, I would go to the gym and there would be a set, I'd be like, I don't even feel like putting 100% in this. Oh, quick, he's not looking. And in the end, you're really only cheating yourself, and it's only damaging to you. So what I started with was working on that warrior mindset. And I also touched on this Tuesday a little bit, and also last week on the lives. Again, if you want any of the links to go back and rewatch those, you can check them on my business Facebook page, which is at the Sugar Detox Coach, or even on my website. They will be going up very shortly. They're not up yet. But the biggest thing I talked about it was warrior women, warrior woman mindset. And I call you warrior women. I call myself that because we've all been through battles, and we've been knocked the fuck down, and we've been drug around, and we've stood up, even though we're kind of standing up a little sideways at times. But we're warriors. That's why we don't like to be told what to do. We don't like to be bossed around. We like to be in charge of ourselves. And if you're going to be in charge of yourself, then you're going to have to be in charge of yourself. So what I really started doing is I started visualizing, and I started visualizing, and even I don't know what an auditory, I don't know what the auditory visualization would be called. I'll have to look that up on the Google later. But I really started creating this warrior in my brain. And she was the one who was pushing me and literally talking to me and telling me, get up. And I tried to do this accent for my husband last night of what my warrior woman, inner brain voice sounds like. And it came out kind of like Russian, and it's not supposed to be Russian. So I'm not going to do it here. But she's like, get up. And even last night I came home. I was totally spent. I went to a jiu-jitsu class last night. I was exhausted, and I was in the shower, and I was just bent down in the shower. And literally I just thought to myself, in my warrior woman voice, that woman inside that's pushing me, and she's like, stand up straight, and just literally picked myself up, and it is a helpful tool. And it sounds, it could sound a little silly, and your warrior woman might be a Polish lady, or a lady from Nebraska, or someone from Georgia, whoever your warrior woman voice is. And sometimes, and why I say also to use that warrior woman voice is sometimes when we are struggling, we can really feel like, I don't feel like a warrior at all. I don't feel it. There's times when you absolutely feel it, but there's times you're not going to feel it. And that's why that imagining, that voice, that Viking warrior woman behind me that's pushing me, that I have the token, the Joan of Arc token, that woman who's like, you are a badass. Get up, pick yourself up, dust yourself off. You've got this. And I know that you can do it. So let's go. Let's get moving, right? Be accountable to her. You are that warrior woman. That's who you were born to be. So let's step up into that warrior woman. Get your accountability partner. Get that locked and loaded, but you've got to be accountable to yourself. As the warrior woman that you are, holding yourself accountable. So then lying to your accountability partner has no merit, because you can't lie to yourself. You know what you did. And the best thing is, if you have a slip up like that shit's gonna happen. Let's just be real. There are times in life that, we all slip up. I slip up. I ain't perfect. And in those times, instead of lying by omission to my accountability partner, first of all, then I start and I hold myself accountable. And then I'll come home and be like, I had this, or I grabbed this. It's not a huge binge because I know that it's there and I'm holding myself accountable. And then my accountability partner knows. So then my accountability partner knows that, hey, I'm struggling. I'm struggling right now. I need extra support. That's why you tell your accountability partner, and you hold yourself accountable so that your accountability partner knows that, okay, that person just fucked up. But put it in the terms of like, hey, I know I messed up, but I really need to have a little bit of extra support because I'm kind of struggling right now. And, can you help me? Can you, if it's your spouse, hey, can you take the kids for a minute? I need to take a bath, or I need to meditate, or I need to go out on a walk by myself where people aren't clinging and hanging on to me. All of those things, that's what an accountability partner is there. That is your partner in time. You are spending time with this person. If you need help finding an accountability partner, reach out to me directly. I can help you find an accountability partner. We can work through those details together. But getting yourself an accountability partner is 95% of helping you reach your goal, because then you also begin to start to hold yourself accountable. So that's my big, I'm very passionate about that because it's something I struggled with for many, many, many years, especially the key aspect of being honest with my accountability partner. But it also took a lot of years of really in-depth explaining how I was struggling, what specifically I was struggling with, the thoughts I was struggling with, the food cravings I was struggling with, and getting my accountability partner to understand that food and sugar addiction is a real thing. And that's what a lot of people don't realize, is that they are, the reason that they struggle with those cravings is because they have a sugar addiction. And it's not anything that you did or anything that's bad, against you. It's just something that nowadays food is made to be highly addictive. And so if that's your biggest struggle, which a lot of the women in this group really struggle with, I know that I struggled with food for many, 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 many years. And there's still foods that I struggle with. There's still like, I won't keep Oreos in the house. That shit ain't cannot have it. Like, so it's one of those things that educating the people around you by being honest about how you struggle specifically is going to be a really important role to also helping you with your long-term success. Because if you struggle with food or sugar addiction, you've got to start healing that relationship as well if you want to have that long-term success, unless, there's other programs out there that teach complete abstinence, which I don't agree with, but healing the relationship with those foods so that you can still have them in your life and not obsess about them. That's the real freedom. So message me if you struggle with food or finding an accountability partner. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's live. If you did, invite some friends to the group if you would. If not, that made me sad. But if you do, that'd be awesome. And the more warrior women in here to support each other, the better. I really appreciate you spending some time with me tonight. And as always, I'm going to be doing lives on my business Facebook page on every Tuesday night and exclusive lives here every Thursday night. So if you have a topic that you would like to hear specifically about, you can either leave a comment here or you can also just private message me on Facebook or Instagram at the Sugar Detox Coach. Again, thank you so much for being here. I love you bunches. I know that you are an incredible warrior, and it's time for you to step into those shoes. Have a great night. Bye-bye.